I'm a coffee snob. I worked in the coffee industry for almost 15 years, and now I travel a ton with my family, and I need coffee to keep me going while I'm on the travels. You might have seen I did a video on a portable espresso maker that I bring with me. I've just been posting all our travel videos and stuff like that, but I do want to do more stuff on the products we use while traveling. So a company called OutPeak sent me their smart electric vacuum canister for vacuum sealing goods like coffee and other things that you may want to keep fresh for long periods of time. Now, sometimes I just kind of keep my coffee in like a mason jar, but like it's not air sealed. There's still air in there. You can hear, that age-old sound of pushing in the cap to know if it's been vacuum sealed or not. I'm not gonna go ahead and jar my stuff, like heat it up and then cool it to get it to vacuum sealed. That's a lot of work just to keep some coffee fresh. So let's see how well this OutPeak works. We're gonna see how it charges up, how the battery works in it, and just maybe how many seals I can get out of it. Maybe I'll do a seal test and see how many seals I can get out of it. But first, let's open it up and just kind of see what we're working with here. So I actually haven't really pulled it out of the package yet, and I'm excited to see what we can do with it. Oh, also, I've got like the perfect coffee for this because my wife went to Vienna and brought me coffee because whenever we travel or one of us travels somewhere, we get coffee. Not for her, for me. She knows I'm a coffee snob. She went through me with owning my own coffee shop and roasting and all that fun stuff for years and had to deal with my obsession. So, so she brings me coffee. So this coffee does not have the tabs that a lot of American coffees you'll see has, so you can really snug it down. So as soon as I cut this open, it's gonna be kind of figure out a way to keep it fresh. So I think we've got one now. All right, let's open it up. All right, so pops open. The material's pretty nice on the packaging. Ooh, this is fancy. It's got the old classic seal on it. That's kind of cool. So freshness calendar, I think. User guide. Golden rules for buying fresh coffee beans. So just kind of a little guide for coffee stuff. In the package, it looks like it's fully covered with foam. All right, so foam holding it in place. Now it's loose in there. Oh, lid came off on me. So USB-C, power button, push button, probably for the sealing. And you can see all the air vents, probably where it's gonna pull air out of it. So we will see how this works. What do we got here? A little container, little coffee scoop. It's kind of a square shape. Kind of looks fancy. All right, and the rest of the canister. So actually, look, it looks like the canister has kind of a quick start guide on it. So that I'm gonna leave that on for a minute while we figure this out. And then we got some funny stickers. They threw me some funny stickers in here. And the last thing in the package is the USB-C. Let me see if it holds power coming out of the... Hitting the power button, it turned right on. All right, so I'm gonna read. Simply press the switch button to activate the one-touch vacuum sealing process. I'm just gonna put the lid on and just go ahead and do it with nothing in it, just to kind of see. All right, so we're doing that. It says, look. See the red pressure indicator valve drop. Did I see it drop? I don't know. And then your release. So the center button's your release. So let's hear it. Hold it up to the microphone. Did you hear it? Oh, okay. So as you push it in, I thought this was a red light. It's going down to show us pressure. So I'm going to try to open it while it's all the way pressurized. So pretty simple how it's explained. Is it hard next to impossible to pull off? It's next to impossible to pull off while it's pressurized. All right, so if your little red dot is down inside of it, it's fully pressurized. And I think that's all you really need to know. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and push the button. I'm holding it by the mic so you can hear the tss. Did you hear it? All right, so that's released, and it comes off with these-ish. It still had a little bit of pressure in there. So I wonder if pulling it off, holding the thing in, is going to maybe hold the button in if you're having trouble pulling it off. I'm going to put my coffee in it, so let's open my coffee and go ahead and seal it in it. All right, well, I'm kind of glad it had, I didn't have to pause the video and do some charging. I'm opening this. Ooh, I actually like this I like the color of the beans she got me. She knows I like just a slightly darker medium roast. I'm like a medium espresso. Sometimes a light espresso for fun. All right. So there is a fill line in here where you don't want to go past. So I'm probably at where I want to be filled to. I'm going to pull it off so you can see. This is my fill. So I'm going to angle you down. So I'm at where I can fill it to. I'll weigh this so you know how much coffee it is. Let me grab my scale. All right, we're going to weigh this sucker here and here. Let's tare it. Okay, we're on ounces. See-ish how many ounces we can fit in this. All right, so I'm at about, it's exactly 5 ounces. So I've got 5 ounces of coffee, can be stored fresh in here. Whole bean. Now, I don't know if you would want to put ground in something like this. I think you might ruin it. If you put ground coffee in it, you might get grind stuck in the actual sealer. I'm gonna go ahead and seal this with the coffee in it and just see kind of. My guess is that it takes less time to seal it while there's more stuff in it because there's less volume in the space that it has to pull air from. And we're sealed. I want to know if the sound's different. That's nice. All right, so let's take it off. Yeah, so if you push the button in while you pull up, there's no issue. It like comes off so much easier. So 5 ounces of coffee, whole bean. Now, coffees can be different. So depending on how dark your roast is, it takes up more space. This specific roast, 5 ounces. So expect around 5 ounces. It's not gonna vary too much. So I do have a little bit that did not make the cut from this bag. And this was, I don't even know how they measure coffee over there. It's not in ounces. It's gotta be in like grams. It's in grams. 250 grams is what the 8.8 ounces. So I was just over the amount that fits. So under half a pound. It'd be nice to even have a half pound size canister or a pound size canister. But it's going to keep up to 5 ounces of coffee, which I think is plenty for travel. And another thing is I'm glad this isn't glass because I don't need to see it, first of all. And it's going to be protected if it falls off something in my RV. It seems very strong material. The top even, the plastic seems really nice. So overall, I think good product. I'm not gonna go ahead and do the test. I mean, you've seen me on this video hit this thing like 6 times coming out of the box. There's no way it was fully charged out of the box. My guess is you're getting a ton out of it. Let me see in the book real quick if it tells me, and I'll let you know. All right, so the guide says that if you use the jar frequently, it's advised to charge it every 3 to 6 months. Fully charged, if you're not using it all the time, you probably don't need to charge it all the time. If you're just sealing it and putting it away, you probably don't need to charge it like a couple times a year, once a year maybe. So it depends on what you're storing in it. But for me, for coffee, once every 3 to 6 months off of a full charge. So I'll likely stick this on a full charge. And I'm hoping it goes through my trip in a couple months and doesn't need to be charged till I come back. But if it does, I have USB-C and I'll have it with me while I'm there. I'm excited to keep using this, and for future updates, don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I'll update you on how this is working after I'm done with that trip in a couple months here. And I'll see if it made it through it without another charge. So excited to use it. Check out my video on the Out-In portable espresso maker right here. I got another one coming on that thing here in a couple days because they're sending me a larger basket for it. But get out there, have fun, and I'll see you guys next time with a video on our travel stuff. Peace out.